Okay, so we're going to multiply polynomials today. We're starting a new unit, which is unit 5. Okay, so let's look here. We're going to do our first example, multiplying polynomials. Okay, so you're going to take your first number. You have two sets of parentheses. Okay, take your first number and you're going to multiply it by the first number in the next parentheses and then the second. And then you're going to take your second one and you're going to multiply it by each one in the following one, okay? And then that's all, okay? So let's do it. We're going to have 4x times 3x, okay? That's your first one, 4x times 3x, okay? Plus 4x times negative 2. And then you're going to have plus 1 times 3x plus 1 times negative 2. Okay, so we just did 4x times 3x, and then 4x times negative 2, and then 1 times 3x, and then 1 times negative 2. So now you're going to multiply these together. 4 times 3 is 12, x squared. X times x is x squared, plus, or it's going to be minus, because you're going to have negative 2 times 4x equals negative 8x plus 3x minus 2, because you have negative 2 times 1. So now you just need to combine your like terms. So 12x squared doesn't change. Negative 8x plus 3x is negative 5x minus 2. That's your answer. Okay, just multiplying through and then combining like terms. Okay, so let's look at number 2. You're going to have, here we go, let's draw it out. Five x times x plus 5x times negative 2 minus 3 times x minus 3 times negative 2. Okay, so I'm just doing 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Negative 3 times x and negative 3 times negative 2. Okay, so now we're going to multiply 5x times x is 5x squared minus 10x, 5x times negative 2, minus 3x plus 6, negative 3 times negative 2. So you're going to have 5x squared, negative 10x minus 3x, negative 13x plus 6. That's your answer. Okay, so let's look at this one. Now we have 3 in the second one, but you do it the same way. So you're going to take your first one, and you're going to distribute it and multiply it by each thing. Then you're going to take your second number in the parenthesis, and you're going to multiply it by all 3 things. Okay, so let's do x times x squared is x cubed. X times 3x is plus 3x squared, and x times negative 1 is minus x. Now let's do the 2. 2 times x squared is plus 2x squared. 2 times 3x is plus 6x, and 2 times negative 1 is minus 2. So that's what you get. Now we need to combine our like terms. So we have x cubed, there's nothing you can combine it with. You have 3x squared and you have 2x squared. So we can combine those. 3x squared plus 2x squared is plus 5x squared. Okay, and then negative x plus 6x is plus 5x, right, minus 2. So that's your answer. Okay, now let's look here. Let's do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So you're going to do x times x squared equals x cubed plus 4x squared plus 16x minus 4x squared, negative 4 times x squared. Negative 4 times 4x is going to be plus, no, it's going to be minus 16x, and then because it's a minus sign, and then negative 4 times 16, which is 64 maybe. I'm not even looking at, I don't even have my calculator. 64. Negative 64, I think. I was trying to see, I don't even have it. I think it's in my bag. Okay, I'm not checking my math here. Let's see. 16 times 4 would be 24, 64. Okay. All right, so we have all this, and now we need to combine our like terms. So you're going to have x cubed. Your 4x squared minus your 4x squared is 0, so let's cancel each other out. 16x minus 16x zeros each other out, so that's nothing, and you're left with minus 64. So that's your answer, x cubed minus 64. Okay, it says multiply the following polynomials mentally. So without writing the steps out, try to do it in your head. You're going to have x squared minus 2x plus 3x minus 6. Okay, so you can combine, if you can do it in your head, you can get x squared, and since you have a minus a 2x plus a 3x, that leaves a plus x minus 6. Okay, it's just practicing. And now this one, when you have a plus and a minus, they cancel each other out. So this one would be x squared, and you would have minus 16, negative 4 times 4. Because you're going to get plus 4x, and then you're going to get minus 4x, so they zero each other out. So you're just left with the first one squared and these last two numbers. Okay. Okay. So that's it for that side. Let's turn the paper over. You can try some of these in your notes on your own for practice. Okay. So let's look at number 12. You're going to, when you have a squared, okay, so this is x plus 3. This is the same thing as doing x plus 3 times x plus 3, okay? But instead of having to write it out, you can actually follow the steps and solve it a certain way. So you can square your first one, so it becomes x squared. Then you're going to multiply these two together, so you have 1 and 3, so that equals 3, okay? And then you're going to double it. So 3 times 2 is 6, so it becomes plus 6x, and then you're going to square your last one, plus 9. Okay, so let's write that step out. You're going to square your first number, okay? And second, you're going to multiply. I keep saying that. Multiply the two numbers. Then multiply the two numbers together, then double. We'll just put double. And then 3, you're going to square the second. Okay, so now let's follow those instructions on the next one, okay? You're going to square the first one, so 2x, but squared. So you're going to square the 2 and you're going to square the x. So you're going to get 4x squared. Now you're going to add your you're going to multiply your 2 and your 1, which you get 2. And then you're going to double it, so it becomes 4. Okay. Then you're going to I just realized this should be a minus. My eraser on this pencil does not work well at all. minus, because when you multiply 2 and negative 1, you get negative 2, and then you double it, so you get negative 4. And then your last one, it'll be negative 1 squared, which equals positive 1. Okay, let's do this one. So you square your first one, which is x squared. Now you're going to multiply 1 times negative 5, which is negative 5, and then double it, which is negative 10. And now you're going to take negative 5 and square it. So negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. Do the same thing here. You're going to square your 3x squared. So that would be square the 3, which is 9. So 9x squared. Now then, the 3 and the 2, you're going to multiply those together, which is 6. And then double it. So you're going to get plus 12x. And you're going to square your last one, which is going to be plus 4. Okay, so just following those steps, square your first, then multiply these two numbers by each other. Oops. So for example, when it's just x, there's an understood 1 there. So 1 times 3. Okay, and then you're going to double it, then double. So when you get 3, you double it. 3 plus 3 is 6. Then you're going to square your last one, whatever's in the last number. You're going to square it, okay? So there's some more practice problems. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to start, I think, factoring